Hello everybody, Jessica here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a nice weekend. Today's Monday morning. It was just July 4th weekend here in the United States. So happy July 4th to all who observe that or celebrate, I guess. We had a disappointing weekend for fireworks because it was so foggy and rainy, and it's everybody here is upset that they sent off all these fireworks and it just went into the fog, but it's okay. We had a great parade and we had a good time. So I am here to work on this cover, and I wanted to go and show you what I've done because I played a little bit, and I want to show you how I did it, and I'll do some more with you. So far what I've done is, this is a metal piece. This is from one of those Tim Holtz embellishments packs. And when it came, it wasn't all rusted. I did a whole batch of rusting things. So like I rusted some clips and various and sundry, I did some bull clips and I did a whole bunch of rusting. And so I rusted this, and then I just glued on a piece of paper with a stamp that says Note Importante. Note Importante? I don't know. But anyway, so I just glue that together, and I think I'm going to put that in the center. Then I also cut, embossed, and inked some of this metallic paper. So this, along with these, started off as this. So this is a Tim Holtz Ideology product. I have a light that's flickering. And it starts off as this kind of paper. So it's craft card that's got some metallic on it, and it comes in gold, and it comes in two other types as well. I can show you the other two that I have here. I've got some black. So it comes in this form as long, that's got some like rosier gold and some matte metallic black. And then it also comes in these two colors as well, like a copper and a rose, a real rose. So it's got some interesting shades, and they're very fun to play with. So what I did is I cut those in half, and I ran them through my embossing folders. I have two embossing folders. They're both by Tim Holtz Alterations and Sizzix. So they just say Tim Holtz Alterations and Sizzix. They don't have any kind of number or anything on them. But after you cut them and you run them through these embossing folders, then you get something that looks like this. So this is the gear one, and you can see it's got a little bit of a seam, and that seam wasn't as readily visible in the kind of the riveted one. So these are the two other ones that I colored and patinaed, I guess. And I'm going to use this one. I also have some dies that I cut out of the black, that black metallic one, to make these gears. And I'm going to see if I can patina these up a bit. And I've done them in a gold color and a silver color. So I'm going to see what I can do with those. And there are several different dies. These guys are the Tim Holtz ones, but then these big ones are just a generic one that I ordered off Amazon because I really wanted some larger gears for this cover. Okay. So let me move this stuff off, and I'll show you what I did to get it to look like this. I used alcohol inks. So I'll do it with this one, that same technique that I did before. So I have a Tim Holtz alcohol ink spreader thing, and these are the pads that come with this alcohol ink. I forget what they call it. It's a thing. And then I have alcohol inks. I have some alcohol blending solution. I have alcohol ink, and this is ginger. And I think I used a little bit of ember. I used the vintage, this is a Ranger product, vintage patina in jade. And then for this color, I also used the Ranger Tim Holtz Mixative in Gunmetal. And you really have to give these a good shake. Can you hear the little ball in there? You have to give them a really good shake. So I think what I wound up doing was I just wound up squirting some of the gunmetal on there, and I'm gonna squirt some ginger alcohol ink on here. And then I think I did, this is a really intense color, this Ember. So I'm just gonna do a couple of drops just to give that ginger an even more kind of orangey look. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna do the blending solution next. So then I just dropped some blending solution in here. And all the blending solution does is really lets you spread it a little bit further. So then I think I also put some on my pad. I did this a couple of days ago. So, okay. So, and then I just went through and daubed. I think it needs more, doesn't it? Let's do some more. Where's my ginger? What did I just do with my ginger? Oh, here. More ginger. There we go. And you can see it really starts to change the color. Maybe some more gunmetal, especially around these gears, I think. And I'm sure in terms of where to get these, I'm sure I just got them on Amazon. Why is this not looking as dark as these other ones? Maybe some more Ember. Got Ember, what else can we add? I've got some sienna. And I just want to get it into all those nooks and crannies. And then I added some of the patina around there as well. There we go. And then the patina, look at how that changes it. That just gives it some nice grunge. There we go. Okay. How are we doing? I feel like it needs some darkness. What do we have that's dark? Bottle oregano? Got some oregano. Maybe in the some of these gear areas. What's this over here? Rose gold. No, I don't want to add rose gold. I have all the metals. I've got some copper here. Whoops. Whoa, that just came out, didn't it? I'm going to add some more of the green patina. I have other patinas. I've got like a verdigris. I haven't shaken this one yet though. Oh, that's okay. It's coming. I think I'll add some verdigris. Oops. It's clogged. Let me get a pin. So how are you all? I hope you all had a good weekend. I didn't make a video this week, and partly because of the July 4th holiday. We just were really busy, but also I started doing the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 6, which is going to be the field notes, and I'm very excited about that. There we go. Oh, I'm liking that. It's feeling thick too. All right, so this one's going to be very different to the others, but I'm liking it. It really gunks up the pad. There we go. Okay. In the crevices. Okay, I think I should quit now. Okay, so now I want to do something similar to these gears. Now the gears are a different kind of a background. Oh, I think that's going to come out cool. Okay, so the gears are a different kind of a background. So I'm not sure what's going to work best on these. I'm just going to, oh look, it's stenciling. So maybe, oh, that actually came out pretty good. Just using what I have on here. Maybe add some blending solution right to this pad. We'll see if I can just use the excess on here, because it doesn't need a ton. It just needs to not look so uniformly. I want it just to be a little mottled. Maybe some gunmetal. And, oh, that's interesting. What's that doing? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's giving it some like highlights. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is very cool. Just to look a little bit mottled and not uniform because of its years of use and wear. Maybe a little, do I want the green or do I want the blue? I think maybe I'm going to try this verdigris blue. This also comes in turquoise and moss. But I like to use the moss for the less industrial grunge, more like the garden grunge. Yikes. And a little goes a long way, especially when you're using the blending solution. Okay. Those are looking good. Let me bring in some other ones here. And I'm gonna see if I can scoop up so as to not waste. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. So just gonna scoop up what's here, turn the mat into a palette. So I just want it to look worn, used and worn, and not pristine, you know? And then I'm going to glue these onto the cover. So the gunmetal, see, I'm going to apply some right to here, I think. The gunmetal, the verdigris, maybe a little ember, this is very messy. I think probably a lot of people would prefer to use gloves, but so be it. Yeah, that little bit of gunmetal makes it look like there's corrosion on here. And that's what we're going for. Just some wear and some corrosion. Probably would be good to use some paper under here so that you could take advantage of the stencily nature of the whole thing. And I didn't think of that till just now, but that's okay. You guys can try it. If you try this out, tag me and let me know either on Instagram or YouTube. So I think this is pretty cool. I mean, it's probably been done a million times before, you know, but oops, wrong side. So these little spinner things, hands, clock hands, I guess they're supposed to be. This came from the generic die set that I got off Amazon, and they were part of the thing that had these larger size gears. Which I really like. It cut very well. It was not expensive. So if you just go to Amazon and you look up gear dies or gear die cuts, I'm sure it'll pop up. See if I can pull up some of this. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. I'm going to reapply some gunmetal. Because I think that works the best. It really does look like when because it's against the dark background. It really does look like some kind of corrosion or wear, like the finish is, that's good. I'm happy with how this is coming out. Just want to give them all a good squidge. You know, these cute little heart keys also, skeleton keys, also came with that generic set. Okay, there's just a couple more. And the other nice thing about these is because they're alcohol inks, they dry super fast. So I can scrape that up, transfer it to some of these. Yes. This one needs some more. Yeah. The bits that get left behind on the mat, kind of like the scrapings of the pan, are pretty good because they're pretty random. So I'm just gonna reactivate these with a little bit of the alcohol blending solution, and then oh, maybe I need to reapply. I'm being too stingy here. All right, I'm going to try some copper. I have some copper here. This is the Ranger Tim Holtz Mixative in copper. I'm going to see how that works for a little change of pace. A little blending solution to keep it moving. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. And it only takes a hint to a little, like I say, a little goes a long way. So then a little bit of this copper, or I bet a little bit of the copper and then a little bit of the verdigris will also look really cool. Turn that back over. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. That was stupid. Oh, I wasn't thinking that through. I was thinking, oh, I didn't shake it. All right. There we go. Little bits of, uh-oh, that goes there. Cover things up, Jessica. All right. Let's see, these are just, that's just a black cardstock one. Yeah, so having the metallic shiny bit is really helpful because like this is just black cardstock and it just, you need that kind of reflective surface that the metallic cardstock gives you to get that really cool patinaed look. Let me see if I can scoop up a little here from the mat. I think all the alcohol blending solution is alcohol. See, I also have a little bit of hand sanitizer for cleaning up afterwards, because all hand sanitizer is alcohol. So you can scoop up a little bit from there. All right, I'm gonna stopping. All right, I'm gonna clean up here and I'll be right back. Hello everybody, I'm back. It's actually a bit later. We had lunch and we went for a nice long swim in the ocean and we showered, and so we're all back now, my husband and I. So what I have done while I was waiting for my phone to charge was I just kind of laid things out. I also used this stencil, which is just, let's see, does it say, it says something on it. It says Craft Treat CTS 306. Craft Treat is what it says. So I think this is just a stencil that I got off of Amazon. But so it's a larger gear stencil, and I used Rusty Hinge Distress ink, this one, not oxide, but the ink, to do some background gear stenciling on the cover. And then I've just laid it out. So one thing that I did, and I pulled out some rusty pieces and things. I have a key, I have a little D-ring. Some of my rusty pieces I have rusted myself, and some of them, like this particular D-ring, is from Rust Paper Scissors on Etsy. I highly recommend them. I've bought stuff from them for a long time. I think these larger split pins are from Rust Paper Scissors as well. So I highly recommend them on Etsy for picking up rusty things if you don't want to rust things yourself. Okay, so I have, because this gear here is sitting on top of this paper, I have actually lifted this larger gear up off the surface with some gears underneath it, which means I have to double these two gears up in order for the teeth to meet. I know they're not real gears. They're not actually going to turn. It was just something that was bothering me. So I'm essentially just going to glue everything down. And I am going to put some split pins through a few things. Like I have these little spinner, or I don't know if they're supposed to be spinners or clock hands, but I have those. I also have a metal one someplace. Yes, I have a metal clock hand that might be nice to use as well. And this one might be nice to use with an actual turny thing, like be actually able to turn it. Maybe I'll swap this out here and stick that there. And then this one, do I want to stick one here? Maybe I have three. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's enough. Maybe I'll save that for another thing. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move these down for a sec, kind of in position. I'll move this key. This is a Tim Holtz key that I rusted there. And when I rusted things, I just stuck them in a jar with some, I used salt and then I added vinegar. And did I add other things? I was thinking it was mostly salt and vinegar. And I wound up letting it sit for quite a while. All right, so now I'm going to stick this down first. And I'm just using my art glitter glue to stick these things down. The sides, and I want that to be kind of centered. Maybe lined up with that line there. Okay, and I do have some paper towel here. Okay, and then let's see. Stick this one down. So it's a beautiful day here in Massachusetts. The water was really warm. We live on a harbor off of a large shallow bay called Buzzards Bay. And so the Buzzards Bay, we're south of the Cape. And Buzzards Bay, if you imagine Cape Cod being an arm like that, Buzzards Bay is in the armpit. So we're south of Cape Cod, and the water gets pretty warm in the summertime, especially since Cape Cod Bay, I can move these off like that for now. That is not sticking. I better hold it for a second. Cape Cod Bay, not Cape Cod Bay, Buzzards Bay is shallow, and we don't get the cold waters that come down from, Canada that they get in Cape Cod Bay. So our water gets pretty warm in the summertime. It gets quite lovely. And so it's really nice to swim in. It was about, the tide was coming in, I think. So there, oh no, maybe it was going out. No, it was coming in. It must have been coming in. So it just was a lovely temperature. It was kind of warm at the surface, and then your feet were dangling down into cooler layers underneath. And it's not coming off on the napkin. I'm looking. And so we have a town beach, and it's just the best feature of living where I live is being able to swim and go to the beach in the summertime. When the kids were little, we used to go to the beach all the time. And because it's a harbor off of a bay, off of the ocean, it's very calm. There aren't big waves like you get on Cape Cod. None of that. It's just very calm, beautiful water. It's great for sailing. A lot of sailors live in this area. And it's great for swimming and kayaking and paddleboarding. So we'll see if I can remember how to put this back together once I move things around a bit. And it's a lovely day. It's been like in the 80s here. So I want this one to be right up against the edge like that. A squish. There we go. Yeah. So that's my day so far. And then I want to get this finished off. And I'm looking forward to the next prompt for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I'm hoping it comes out on Wednesday. They usually release their prompts on Wednesdays. But I don't know. I don't know if, if that's going to be the case this week or if it's gonna be next week. This is a metal gear that I have rusted. It's really rusty. I'm gonna put a split pin through that. I hope this glue sticks. Doesn't seem to be liking the surface. But I don't really want to use the Fabri-Tac glue, because I seem to remember that the Fabri-Tac glue kind of dissolves the metallic coating on these panels. There we go. Okay. And then I need to poke. Here's my pokey tool. I need to poke through here. So I'll put a pokey bit through there. And a small split pin should hold this one on. So these small split pins are the Tim Holtz split pins, but quite a while ago I used those Ranger patinas to color them. So that one will go there. And then I'm going to use a larger split pin for, oh wait, I needed something, was I going to put something, oh yeah, that's the D-ring. So the D-ring is going to go here. So I need a large hole there. Is that going to fit? Yes, just. Okay, because I want to hang that key with some chain from that D-ring, like that. And then I had, of course I took a picture of the before, but of course my picture's on the phone. The photo's on the phone. I had three. I had one. Oh, I was going to do a metallic one, wasn't I? One of them goes there, and then the metallic one is going to go here. Well, this, I don't know if this split pin will fit through this hole. No, it won't. But I think this split pin might be too small, so I might have to grab a different kind of split pin. And it won't be rusty or patinaed, but that's okay. I will use a darker color. Okay, so this one should work. And this will go through here. Yes, that goes through quite nicely. And I'm going to poke a hole through this one here. And it's going to go like that. And then close that like that. And then this one, I was going to stick here. And I don't think I'm going to use my rusted one. I have some split pins that have like a textured surface. Ooh, this one has a screw head. Ooh, that one does too. So I'm going to, does this fit through here? Yes, it does. So I'm going to stick a hole through there. I do feel like I should distress the head of this split pin, but I can do that later. Okay, so how do I want this to sit? I want this to sit. I guess I want it to sit just as it is, because I absolutely do not want to. Oops, that didn't stay. Okay. All right, I think we're good. I think I'm gonna fabric. No, you know what? Maybe I should double-sided tape the back. Where's my double-sided tape? Here's my double-sided tape. I think I'm gonna double-side the tape the back because I'm not. Although this is just cardstock. Maybe I'll do both. I think I'll do a couple of lines of double-sided tape. Here and here. And then maybe I will also add some Fabri-Tac. I think nope, you can't see it. That's good. Okay. So remove the fabric, oops. It doesn't want to come off. There we go. That. And that. Remove the tape. Nope. Sometimes it's hard to just peel the backing off of the double-sided tape without, there we go, without peeling the whole thing off. There we go. That worked. And I think I'm going to add some Fabri-Tac in here. Let's back up. Okay, and then this, oops, here, we'll go down. I kind of want to center it-ish. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we need to do the rest of this. So, art glitter. I'm going to art glitter glue these two gears together. And what I'm doing with these is these are just to lift the gear up to be at the same height as this gear. So it's got to take in the thickness, into account the thickness of the metallic card base, as well as the thickness of the gear. Pardon me. And then we were at a cookout this weekend, and my husband made watermelon gazpacho. And the watermelon gazpacho was amazing. Absolutely superb. He's made it plenty of times before. In fact, these friends of ours always request that he bring that. And it's got dill, and you serve it in the watermelon. Like you carve out all the fruit, and then you mix it up with dill and tomato, and and garlic and cucumber, and oh, it's just so good. And it's refreshing. So I had some of that left over for lunch today. It was spectacular still. And he had put just some red bell pepper in there. They were baby bells. And one of them was kind of spicy. And it was even spicier. You know how sometimes, like when you let soups sit for a day, all the flavors just kind of meld together. Ugh. And it's a cold soup. Obviously, gazpacho is cold. But, oh man, I just highly, highly recommend it. Look up watermelon gazpacho. Such a lovely, refreshing summertime treat, and it's just great to bring to cookouts because it looks cool and it's tasty and it's light, and you know, everybody can eat it. Any people who are meat eaters like it, people who are Vegans like it. It's just one of those crowd pleasers. Okay, now how did I have this? I know I had, oh, I had this like this. I think I had it doubled, but I don't know if I actually need it doubled. And then I think I'm going to put this like this. And I'll need a, oops. And then maybe this here. And that like that. I think I had a small one on the end here. Do I want a really small one? Like that. It's definitely already changing from what I had, because I don't have to do the doubled thing anymore, because it's paper and it smushes, which I hadn't really thought of. Can this fit there? Yeah, I think I prefer that there. Do I want this cute little one here? Well, I'll do these first and then I'll add that. So this one's next. Can you guys, am I in frame? Yeah, okay, good. So, it's taking a course over the summer. I'm a teacher, so we have to take classes over the summer. And that's almost done. I'm very excited to be done with that. Very interesting topic. It's on paleobiology and like dinosaurs and stuff, which has been super interesting. And it's one of those online courses. So what they make you do is you do a bunch of readings and things, and then you have to make a post on a comment board. And then you have to comment on other people's comments. And this particular one goes on for 2 weeks. So you make your post, you comment on everybody else's posts, and then the next week you have to revisit it and keep commenting. And eventually everybody runs out of things to say. So everyone just starts saying things like, oh, really interesting post. I enjoyed that post. Here's an article I found. And they just find some random article. So it gets to be kind of meaningless. So, because they grade you on whether or not, you know, how many posts you post. Super annoying. So, while I learned a lot and I enjoyed the information in the course, I'm very excited to be done with it. Okie dokie. So now on this one, I am going to need a split pin. I'm going to use a smaller split pin. One of these. Do I have a darker one? Here's a darker one. That should work. Okay, and then I'm just gonna, I think what I'm just gonna do is I will push it through and then see if I can line up the legs with the struts of the gear, and if not, I can snip them off with a jewelry making tool. Yeah, I think that should be hidden enough. Yeah, I think I can just line them up when I glue it down so that you won't see them. Okay, so this is going to go here, and this is going to go off of this gear. So I'm going to line it up there. And then this one will go here, and this one will go here. Or do I want it to go another big one and then like that? Oh, I like that better, doing that. All right, so I'm gonna have to make more of these big gears. I really am enjoying these big gears. Oops. Fix that in a minute. So, gluing this down. This one's gonna go here like that. Oh, here's another one. I think I was supposed to put that one onto place. And then this one I'm gonna put here. Should I do that one there? Or like that? Maybe it should go clear across the page like that. That's kind of fun. Okay, we're almost there, guys. If you've stuck with me, I appreciate your patience hanging out with me while I finish this project up. Well, it's not finishing the project, just this part of the larger project, I guess I should say. I'm gonna scooch this one down. And then we just have to attach the key with some chain. I mean, you could use a jump ring to attach the key, but I like the idea of using the this kind of ball chain, because I've used this ball chain in other places. And where's my key? So I need to make it the right length. So if you didn't see me use this before, I just got this spool of ball chain. I believe I just got it at not Walmart, at Michael's. So that's about long enough there. And then it comes with the little closures. I didn't get it at Michael's. It is possible I ordered it off of Amazon. So if you go to Amazon and you search for ball chain, it comes in different thicknesses. This is nothing written on it. That one's a pretty small thickness. Shoot. Oh, I just spilled all of the little connectors. Sorry. Hold on. Let me just get these before I lose them all, because they're so tiny. You can get ball chain in all kinds of, I think they go by the diameter of the ball bit, but they should all come with the right sized connectors or the little clips. And then what you do is you take one end. This is kind of fiddly with such tiny ball chain, but you just slide the last ball that you cut into the hole, into the opening, and then slide the connection through the slot. You just have to, there, line it up and be patient and trust in the fact that it will go in. Eventually. Helps if you have fingernails. I'm not sure how you would do it if you don't have fingernails. Maybe with tweezers. Okay, so then that one's gonna slide in like so. Come on, you. As I say, this is really fiddly. Okay, come on. I think I might have done the second ball on the other side instead of the first end ball, so there's less space. All right, in any case, you get the idea. That's gonna hang like that, and that is my cover. And I'm gonna let it dry. Thank you for joining me. I think when we come back, we're gonna have to start working on maybe the envelope that's gonna go here, and we still have to cover all of these other pages. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.